guys, Stitching May here to do my weekly update video. It is Thursday. It is Halloween. So if you celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. And if you don't, just happy Thursday. And this video will go up on Thursday, unlike last week's video that I recorded on Thursday and then uploaded on Friday. If you're a night shifter, you understand it's not tomorrow until I wake up in it. So even though it was technically Friday morning, that was still Thursday to me because I hadn't been to bed yet. Anyway, I also need to apologize for last week's video. First of all, I inserted a clip of my son and his little fall performance, and I put it in completely the wrong spot. I'm sure that confused a lot of you. And then also I realized when I watched the video back as well that I think I cleared my throat 1,000 times in the first 5 minutes. Guys, it's allergy season here for me. I think it's the ragweed. It's raining. It's been raining and it's still kind of bothering me. But I have a drink this time and I have mints if I need it. I'm trying to not have to clear my throat. But now that I'm thinking about not clearing my throat, the first instinct is to clear my throat. Anyway, and so sorry about all that. I think I need Ellen's little clip where she plays before she apologizes in her videos. Anyway, it's just last week has been a calamity of errors. Just how about this? You sit back, I'll tell a story, you stitch, you don't have to look. I'll tell you when it's time to look because I don't have as much to show you. Sorry for that too. I only have 2 projects to show you. So this is more of a listening than a looking video. So there I go. So as you guys know, I did the video early Friday morning, and then Friday evening my son had a birthday party to go to. So I didn't stitch a whole lot there. I do know the people enough that I took some stitching while the kids were playing. The mom, it was just a very small family birthday. We were the only other non-family people that were invited. So the mom was kind of sketching and I stitched a little bit while the kids played. We had a lot of fun. Didn't stitch a whole lot though. Anyway, then Saturday is kind of where the craziness starts. We had our son's first real Halloween party. He is going as Jack Skellington for Halloween. We got his Halloween costume. He wore it to the party. The party was amazing. I'll insert a clip here if I can do it correctly. Of him at the Halloween party. Maybe that was in the right spot. If not, you know, sorry. But before the party, I mean, the party was a blast, but made up for what happened before the party. We were getting ready and I went to put my rings on because I always take my rings off when I put product in my hair because there's a lot of product in this hair to keep it from being like, you know, Rosanna Dana. I was getting ready and I went to put my rings on and I felt something snap. And I looked down and I thought the soldering on my engagement set had broken. Not to get into a lot of detail about this set, but it's actually 2 rings that are soldered together. 2. Don't make it a drinking game. You'll be in trouble. So I ran it up to the jeweler's because it is under warranty. I was like, look, the soldering broke. Can you guys fix this here? They can't. They had to ship it off. It wasn't the soldering that cracked. It was the actual band itself. I've had them for 12 years. And when I first got them, I sent them often to just maintenance repair and get them re-dipped in the rhodium. And they told me that it can thin them down if you get them dipped too often. So then I just completely stopped taking them. I mean, I got them inspected and stuff, but I didn't ship them off for like what they call regular maintenance because I was afraid it was going to mess it up because the lady told me that. Little did I know, you're supposed to still ship it off every 3 to 5 years, probably 3 for me because I'm a little rough, because the band's thin and they fix that as they go. My band was so thin that it had snapped, like it just broke in 2, and that's what the snap was. So it's off, it's getting fixed, it's all under warranty, but still I don't like, it's so sentimental. So sentimental that I'm scared to death something's going to happen. So, you know, that happened. So then we had the party. It was great. Sunday night, I went to work. Sunday was okay. It was an okay night. I didn't get a lunch. One of those kind of nights. Didn't really get a lunch, but it was okay. Monday comes around. I'm like, yes, it's Monday. Mondays are never good. Mondays in the hospital are never good. You've got surgeries come in. You've got people ready to go home. They've been there for the weekend. just always busy. In the middle of the 1 hour, like, into the shift, I get a phone call from my bank that somebody is using my card in Brooklyn, New York. I'm in Littletown, Georgia, and they're in Brooklyn, New York, spending my money. So then I have to deal with that on top of the shift because I have to stop it at that point. First of all, I thought I was getting scammed by the people calling me. I didn't think it was real. And it's so crazy. Luckily, my bank is amazing. We were blessed. They stopped the card payments before they got too much. Luckily, the thieves that got my card were hungry thieves and lazy thieves. Instead of going for the TV at, you know, whatever store or the iTunes cards, they were great, and they ordered through a delivery service, Popeye's Chicken, and then another delivery service at another fast food restaurant. So they didn't even like leave the house to get their fast food. They had the fast food brought to them. So we were refunded the money they spent. Luckily, they stopped. You know, the bank stopped it. So we were blessed. They got some food out of it, and we got our money back. Now I'm without a card, which is ridiculously. I didn't realize how unused to carrying cash I am. And then, so Monday morning I come home. This is after that shift. I get another shift with no lunch because it was crazy. Had a really sick patient that I couldn't break away from. Monday, I'm coming home and I noticed the air pressure tire light on my tire, and I think, oh, it's just because it's cooler this morning. You know, air kind of expands and don't have my winter air in my tire. Anyway, my husband goes to take my son or pick up my son from school, and he comes in. He's like, hey, here's the kid. I take the car to the shop. And I'm like, what? What's going on with the car now? Yeah, I had a big old bolt in the tire. They fixed the tire. They were able to plug it. But still, it's just been craziness. And then today I almost ran out of gas because, again, I forgot that I didn't have the card. So I had to pay with whatever dollars I could find in the car and in the bag and in the purse. Because I didn't have a card. As I'm pumping the dollars, the gas, I look up and completely forget that it's Halloween. And I see a man in a very elaborate Rambo costume walking into the gas station. I'm like, what is that man doing in that? Oh, it's Halloween. He's allowed to be dressed up as Rambo today and going into the gas station. So anyway, it is what it is. It's been a crazy week. Needless to say, I do not have a lot of stitching completed. I've worked on 2 projects, and I have kitted up 3, and I don't have one to show you. See, I'll have to go grab that. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So now I have everything. So I've kitted up 3 projects to show you that I'll start in the next month. So let's just jump right in on what I've stitched on. First of all, the thing that I stitched on was to finish up my homework from School of Magical Stitches. And that was my Silent Night by Country Cottage Needleworks. I used this for the entryway to the cave. I actually stitched on the door. I didn't have to stitch on the item, just on something that had an entryway. And this technically has windows and a door, which are all entryways. If I have a picture, this is where I was before. I think I have a picture. Actually, I don't, because I was halfway through it. So no, I don't have a picture of where I was before. This is where I am now. I have finished out the door, finished out the frame of one of the windows, and then started the framework of a second window. This is stitched on 32 count pearl gray linen in the called for DNCs. Except for, I will show you this. You know how they have the conversion if you want it. So that all the DNCs is called for except for the white of the church itself, which is stitched in color and cotton white lining. I need to add something back to this bag. But that is it. for that piece. I think I stitched 200 stitches on that with what I had to stitch. And then, so my stitchy bug was gone last week. It's back this week, but he's still sick. He's a little weak. He is on the mend. So then I didn't stitch Saturday or Sunday because of work, or Sunday or Monday because of work. And then Tuesday, we went to trivia. I hung out with my husband. We did some cleaning, some stuff that we do fall cleaning, I think, sometimes instead of spring cleaning. Maybe we do both. I don't know. Anyway, I didn't really stitch Tuesday night. We just hung out with him, spent some quality time with him, cleaning, fun, watching TV. And then I did stitch some yesterday. It was really the first day I've stitched this week, and then I stitched some this morning. So, I got to start a new start. And I'm so excited about this new start. This has been a unicorn of mine for a while. I have wanted this pattern for a while. I was not willing to pay the prices that I was seeing online for this pattern. And then I commented on somebody's, Jessie Marie and Laurel Myers, in a group that I was jealous because they are both stitching on this project. And then then a friend talked to me, and I'm reluctant to say her name because I don't want people to bug her to borrow this pattern. But then she said it was fine because she said she could handle it. So I borrowed a pattern from a friend, and I've made tons of working copies. Not tons, but I've made the working copies. That's all that I'm using. Guys, Prairie Moon, thine is the trick and the treat. I borrowed this from Emily, and I only say that because I want to give her credit. But I'm loving stitching this already. Stitching it as fast as I can so that, you know, she can have it back. Very, very excited about stitching it. And then my friend Sam found out that she had it in her stash this entire time. Somebody was destashing a while back ago and gave it to her. So she also started it so that when we stitch, I am one of the sponsors for the Stitcher Games, and she is my tribute. Is that the right word? So that's a third or fourth project, I think, that we're both working on so that we can get the bonuses. But I'm stitching a lot on this. I'm using this all for every single prompt for Magical Stitches. Because we have to spell out Dumbledore in memory of Dumbledore. So I'm using it for D because of this is a tombstone. So there's somebody dead. And then for the U, because the person that is dead is under this tombstone. M, because of Prairie Moon. M, B, I've got D-U-M-B. There is a bird. B. I'm going to lose where I am. Let me write this out, because I'll forget where I am. So I can cross it off as I go. So B for the bird. L, because those are witches' legs and feet, and the spiders have, where's the spider? There they are. The spiders have legs as well. E, because there is an E on there. See the E? And we can't figure out if that's a devil or a cat. So I'm going to call him a devil, and he's evil. And also another D, again, because of the day, because I can use the same prompt twice. O for this October. OCT, where is it? There it is, right there in the corner. R for the rat. And then what was my second E? Well, it's got an E on it. It's got two E's on it, technically. There's another E. I think it was just the E. Or just because of the E. So there are all of my prompts. I have thus far, I stitched on it Saturday night for no reason, just to start it. And then since then I am on my third prompt. So I've stitched over over 300 stitches on this project. And here is where I am. So this is stitched on, as you can see, 32 count hexing by Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Stephanie. Let me pull this out so I can show it to you in its full. I'll just take this one side off. This is a pattern or a fabric that I initially purchased. I had a half yard, yeah, to stitch my fairy moon on. And in the picture that I saw online, it looked more evening sky, orangey and purple and blue. And it wasn't the color I was expecting. It was more Halloween orange and blue. So, which makes sense because it's called hexing. So then I decided to use something else for my fairy moon, and I had this in my stash. So I cut off half of it to use it for this prairie moon. That is the trick and the trees. That is where I currently am. I finished these little, I need to put eyeballs in him because he's already scary enough without having, you know, the pupils of his eyes. And I've got this howl part finished and this little motif, whatever this is, and I'm doing the moons. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way across or kind of down. I haven't decided how I'm going to plot this yet. I'm just kind of taking it as I go. This is stitched on, I'm sorry, I said 32 count. This is 28 count. I just smacked myself in the face with this tag. That was funny. 28 count in DMC 310, 2 strands, 2/2. And then that is it as far as my progress goes. Not a lot, guys. I apologize. However, I have kitted up 3 projects to start in the next month. So, in order, I will show you. One, I'm going to have to show you the picture of the finished piece because it's a free project. So, I'm going to have to try to find a mock-up online. I don't know if I can. I will try to. But anyway, the first one I am joining in. This was gifted to me. Traded, actually. We traded the pattern. Dina Half Stitch Cross Stitch and I last year at a retreat traded some patterns, and this is Christmas Sentiments by Stoney Creek. It is pamphlet number leaflet 318, and guys, I absolutely love, see if I can get it to focus if I'm still, there we go. I absolutely love this pattern. The moment I saw it, I fell in love with it, and it was on my wish list. And then I had one, and I don't remember what I traded Dina for it, but I know we traded. So I was showing this. Somehow I had missed that this was going to be a SAL on November the 1st. But when my bug was dead, I was flipping through my patterns on Virtual Stitchers, trying to find something that inspired me, and I gasped at this one, and they're like, oh, that's even going to be a stitch along on November 1st. And I was like, okay. Somehow I had missed. Guys, I've not been watching a lot of Flosstube. I'm trying to catch up now. Christine at Stitch All the Things is doing this as a SAL. I cannot think of the hashtag right now to save my life. I will insert it at the bottom. So I'm joining in with that SAL. That's easy for me to say. I have converted. I didn't get everything that is on. I think I only have one thing that is on here, and that's the pearl white. So I'm stitching this on 28 count white chocolate. This piece is like 19 by 19, so it will fit. This is a Witchelt fabric. Just a very pretty neutral light brown. Almost white, kind of ivory. White chocolate. I'm going to use, my colors changed because of realizing that I needed 2 skeins of one color. So I'm going to use this for the darker green. This is Color and Cotton Sherwood, DMC 34045. My camera is yelling at me that the battery's going to die. So I'll just add to the errors. And then this darker brown for the basket. And then I have DMC 115 for the red, some metallic gold beads, and then my pearl cotton white. I'll clean up later if I can get through this. For Connie's birthday, she is doing a thankful Giving Thanks Sal by Little House Needleworks. I'm thankful for my cross stitch daily bread and for my cross stitch threads. This pattern came with the floss, and I'm stitching it on 20 count sand Ada by Zweigert. Just simple, simple. And then last but not least, also because Connie's doing 2 birthday sals, I'm stitching the cross stitch Quaker. I'll insert that. That's the one I don't know if I can find what it's going to look like at the end of it. But I'm stitching it on this beautiful turquoise fabric that was gifted to me by Emily. And I'm stitching it in a crew. So it'll look like that when I'm finished. Well, not like that. It'll be a stitched item, not just floss and fabric. Anyway, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for listening to me clear my throat way too often in my crazy week. Hopefully next week I'll have a lot more stitching and less stuff to show you. As always, guys, take care and happy stitching.